Hi everyone and welcome to today's morning report with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantac Markets for Friday the 28th of February. The handover overnight was fairly mixed actually from the Asian markets, but the US session certainly was quite strong after the comments in her testimony to the Senate Banking Committee. Janet Yellen alluded to the fact that the Fed would remain mindful of the recent weakness in the data that was being seen. Obviously, with the bad weather in the States, that has impacted on the data, and certainly it suggests that their path to tapering is not without its flexibility, and they could be set to act if it believes that the data is being pulled off course, and the recovery is under threat. So that has put pressure on the dollar, and certainly risk appetite is back into this market. The euro's higher, sterling's higher, and the Japanese yen also actually strengthened overnight. That was helped by the fact that Japanese inflation came in higher than expected at 1.4%, and also their industrial production numbers were also very strong. So Asian equities performed fairly mixed actually. There was no major moves overnight, but the handover to the UK, sorry, to the European trading session has been as well fairly mixed to slightly positive. I think the DAX is higher, certainly considering the weakness that it had yesterday, but the euro. The FTSE is fairly flat, slightly lower, and the CAC is also fairly flat as well. So no major moves today. You've got a fair bit of key data also out that traders will be looking at. Big focus in the morning's trading will be on this Eurozone inflation figure that comes out at 10 o'clock. That's forecast to be 0.7%. And if that actually undershoots the 0.7%, which it could well do, in light of the fact that apparently regional German inflation is not all that strong, and Germany is generally considered to be the driving force that's helping to keep the inflation number up in the eurozone. If that inflation number undershoots 0.7% on the flash number that comes out at 10 o'clock, then certainly that would put pressure on the euro, because it would be increasingly possible that perhaps Mario Draghi will have to act in its in the coming months, and possibly ease on monetary policy. Also, then into this afternoon, you've got the second reading of US GDP. That is forecast to come in at 2.5% annualized, which is slightly lower on the 3.2% previous quarter. And also that could have an impact on the dollar this afternoon as well. So we watch out for those two key numbers. Other than that, you've also got Canadian GDP, University of Michigan sentiment at 5 to 3, and also pending home sales at 3 o'clock as well. So quite a lot actually going on today that you need to be mindful of. The chart of the day that I'm looking at is the euro sterling. Euro sterling remains in this is the daily chart, remains in this big downtrend channel. It's been in since July last year, all the moving averages turning lower, and once again it looks like the euros has peaked out just below that 55-day moving average, which is the red line on this chart, and it suggests that there is pressure towards the downside once more at that low at 81.54. And the way this chart is going, it's perfectly possible that that low could well be broken, and seeing new lows as well. The momentum indicators remain in bearish configuration. That MACD has been in bearish formation for a good long while. Also, the RSI has got downside potential currently at 42, and it generally tends to go back towards the 30 line within this downtrend. So certainly there is downside potential in the current move. Moving intraday, you'll see a big sort of pivot level, I think you'd probably call it, around that 82.20 mark that had been holding up euro sterling for a few days in the middle of February. that level has now been broken, and yesterday it was used as the base of resistance. So the downside pressure is now growing, and certainly the break back below 8200 today suggests that the pressure is going to grow once more to the downside. 81.54, as I said, is that low from February the 17th, and with all these moving averages also falling away again, and that 55-hour moving average, which is the red line, seems to be a bit of a basis of resistance now. So the rallies are now being capped and sold into on this euro sterling chart. So watch out for that falling lower today. Certainly, that number could have a movement to the downside if this inflation number at 10 o'clock for the eurozone comes in under expectation. Anyway, so good luck with your trading on euro sterling, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.